Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we should have a pretty quick video. I just want to go over some of the stuff that I picked up at Texoma Comic-Con in Durant, Oklahoma. I believe this was the first time they had this convention here, and it was at the Choctaw Casino Event Center. So it wasn't too big of a convention, but it was pretty good. It wasn't too packed, and I was there on Sunday. Some of the artists that I spoke to did say that it was pretty packed on Saturday. So for the size that this event center was, I think it was perfect for this kind of convention. I wasn't going there to meet anyone specific, any artists or celebrities or anything. So going there on a Sunday when there weren't any long lines and it wasn't too crowded was just fine for me. I did get to meet Austin St. John, who is the actor for the original Power Rangers TV show. He played Jason the Red Ranger. And that was actually pretty cool because I used to watch that show growing up as a kid. And he was real nice. I'm just kind of awkward talking to, strangers and celebrities and stuff. But he was real nice and receptive, and he was promoting his new comic book where he's the creator. That was really interesting because part of the inspiration for that was the character Jason, but also just his sort of experience going to the Middle East several years ago. So that was interesting hearing about that. And I picked up the first 2 issues of that comic book. Excited to read it and see what it's all about. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and just see what comics we got. So here's all the comics that I picked up from the Comic-Con, and as you can see, it's not too much. Not that they didn't have a good selection. In the past, at other conventions, I've spent way too much time digging through bins and not enough time really getting to see all the other booths. So I try to see more of the booths and spend less time kind of digging through comics. I don't know, I just didn't really have an interest going through everything. But anyway, here's all the comics here. I also got a couple posters, some stickers, and here's just a couple of the business cards that I picked up. Let's just go through the first stack here. So I think these were from 2 different vendors, but I got this TMNT issue 50 cover A, and this was half price, so it wasn't like $15, it was like $7. $7 seemed kind of high, but the cover price is $7.99, and being that it's issue 50, it kind of felt like I'd be pretty lucky to be able to find this at like a half price books or another comic book store for less than $7, so just picked it up. I don't think it was a bad deal at all, and I'm just slowly trying to get some of these Turtle books. And then I picked up 3 other Turtles books, and these were pretty much just $5 each. Now this was definitely not that great of a deal, especially since I found Turtles issues in half-price books before, or like McKay's, which is a kind of like a half-price books type of place where they have really good deals. And I found some Turtle books for $2 before. So paying $5 for each of these wasn't too great of a deal. I just figured, I wanted to pick up a couple issues. There were a bunch more than these. There was probably at least 15, 20 at this one vendor, and I didn't get much more than this. I just figured these are a couple. Grab some of these that I liked and didn't have to worry about. Like I grabbed issue 49, 122, and 109. So that was from another vendor. I believe all these here, let me see. Yeah, these were from another vendor. So I believe these and this were from one vendor, and these were half off. So if you bought 5, they were half price from whatever the sticker was on there. And these were all $1. I didn't see these until I got done looking at these, and I had already picked these out, and I was like, well, do I want to put them back? So I just kept them, but basically it was half off their sticker price. So this is 6, this is 5, 5, 4, and 5. So it came out to $2.50, $3 for each of these, which isn't too bad. Not the greatest deal. These are probably ones I could find like in a dollar bin or half price books or McKay's for real cheap, but I never really see issue 200 of Superman, so for $2.50, I don't think that's bad. Batman Beyond, I'm just kind of, for $4 it was $2, so that's not too bad. This one, probably one I could have found at half price books for probably like $2 or less. But, you know, just another one. And then Batman 401, $2.50. Yeah, I don't think that was bad. And then just X-Men 1 for $3. I really don't know much about Marvel, so I don't know if that's a great deal. I think I heard there was like 1 million of these printed, so they're probably dollar issue comics. But, you know, I don't think that was a bad pickup overall. And then this pile was from the same vendor. They were all $1, so I think this was a great deal. Got Batman 441. $4.58. $4.70. $4.71. $5.01. And they were all in pretty good condition too, so that's kind of one of the reasons I was like, yeah, let me grab this, because sometimes when you go to half price books, or if you're digging through dollar bins at the comic book store, sometimes the comics aren't in great shape. Batman and Robin 23. $33. $34. It's not Lex Luthor here. I'm not sure. I haven't really read much of these, so. Detective Comics $6.90. By the way, it's a really cool cover. I really like that. Adventures of Superman $5.91. Man of Steel $20. Man of Steel $105. $107. $113. And $116. Okay, so there's all that stuff. As you guys can tell, if you haven't seen any of my other videos yet, I'm a big like DC fanboy. I also like Turtles. I like The Walking Dead. I like some of the indie books that are out there. I like to, you know, take a chance on a lot of Boom and IDW and Image books that are like short runs, and usually enjoy the ones I pick up. But overall, DC versus Marvel, I'm big on DC. And these were from another vendor. They were a little bit smaller, but these were basically in the dollar bin, and I think it was buy one get one. So just $2 for these 4 comics. So Superman, Batman 21. You know, I'm not really collecting this. I have some of the trade paperbacks, but you know, for 50 cents basically, I don't think it's a bad deal. Adventures of Superman $5.53. I think that's a pretty badass cover right there. Catwoman number 8. I think this is volume 2 or volume 3, not sure. And Nightwing 34. I think this one's volume 2. Alright, I wanted to show you some of the posters that I got as well before I show you the Austin St. John comic. You guys skip ahead too. Alright, so this one was from this guy. I think his So this one was Something Is Killing the Children. Got this one from my fiance, so thought it was interesting. She's reading Something is Killing the Children. Thought that would be pretty funny to hang up. And I forgot how much this was. 10 or 20? I forgot. It wasn't too much. And then I got these, plus these 2 stickers from, I think it's this guy, Circuit Board Cerebellum by Jones the Ripper. I think that was him. But I talked to him for a while, so he's in my other video where I kind of do a walkthrough of the convention. He makes these, so just kind of that synthwave look. This one's kind of like Miami-ish. I really like that synthwave style. So, and this one here I thought was really cool. And then just a couple of stickers. And here's a business card from an artist. I didn't pick up anything from him, but it's Errol C. and Tiffy Cat. I liked some of her stuff, but wasn't anything in particular that I wanted to pick up from there. But that's most of it. And then I did have these 2 issues from Austin St. John that I want to show you guys from his series. I guess it's called Redemption. And like I said, a lot of the inspiration is from the character Jason, but also from his personal experience going to the Middle East. And he also said something about reviewing them and like letting him know what I think about it, and he'll put that review up somewhere. I forgot where it was. He had pictures too that he would sign, but they were $60. And then he also could sign each one of these for $60. But I wasn't really, like, I like the dude. He's actually pretty nice and really cool, and I like Power Rangers, but I'm not a huge Power Rangers fan or anything. So I didn't opt for any signatures. But you know, trying out a new comic is definitely, each of these were $10. Definitely something that I'm interested in. Now, I did notice, I'll probably put this in my review if I do one, but I noticed that like the art for this one, the first issue, it's kind of like that digital art. And it's also just like mostly black and white-ish. Whereas issue 2, it's got a little bit more traditional, hand-drawn. And I just kind of like the art in the second issue better, and you can tell that there's a different artist in it. So I'm not sure if that was intentional. I kind of felt like if it was going to be intentional, they should have at least, like, maybe this one's a flashback. I'm not sure, I haven't read them yet. But if it is, they should have kind of, I guess, bookended the digital art with some of the other art if it was going to be like, let's say, a dream sequence. I don't know, just kind of, I didn't really like the art in this one. But, you know, if the story's good, that'll be fine. You know, like the story could carry the art. Whereas if the story was just terrible, the art wouldn't really do much for me. So, yeah, but it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna check it out. Let me know if you guys want to see a review on this and like a summary on the plot. I'll be glad to do that. I almost forgot to mention, I did also pick up these minifigures here. Anytime I go to one of these conventions, I like to check out what minifigures they have. I'm sure these are probably not official Lego minifigures, but I'm building a Lego city and I do need minifigures to populate the city. So $5 a pop, I don't think that's too bad at all. First one here we have is Yoshi. And then we have Supergirl. Now this one, I don't know if this was a mistake or there's some reason for it, but obviously since it's probably not an official Lego minifigure, they have like, I don't know, like unfinished legs or something. It's a different color than her skin. And then I also have Mr. Burns. He's got the fishbowl with the three-eyed fish. I thought that was pretty funny. And then he's got the carbon rod here. We got Chief Wiggum. And then I have Apu. And they've got his squishy over here as well. Can't get him to hold it. But there's the squishy. Yeah. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this haul from Texoma Comic-Con. It was a smaller convention, but I think it was overall a pretty good size for what it was. I think they did a really good job with putting it together and with getting all the vendors and some good artists at this thing, plus Austin St. John. It was really cool talking to him. And I'm just glad that there was another convention near me, not too far away, just an hour, hour and a half that I could go to. I hope they have it again next year. Let me know what you guys think about the haul and anything else related to the Comic-Con. But that's pretty much it. If you guys are interested in more comic book content, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Comment down below if you got anything. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.